Memorial Day has passed. That means it's the end of the month of May. So guess what? That means I can share with you all the top 5 fragrances of the month of May. These are simply my favorites. So let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Maria here. Yes, these are my top 5 fragrances for the month of May. These are the fragrances that brought me the most joy. What does that mean? These are fragrances that have been in my collection for a while. And also there are some in here that are newer to the collection. The most important point is I was reaching for these. They brought me the most joy. They put a smile on my face. Now, as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I'm feeling very bright, very sunny because that is the season now. And this is from MAC, and this is one of my summer colors because I've been wearing her in forever. And this is Mangrove. It's a corally red type of color, corally orange, depending on how you look at it, depending on your lighting. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, details, beauty of details and all that will be in the description box, as well as the fragrances I discuss today will be down there as well, so you don't have to ask questions. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and this was actually one of the fragrances I was excited to wear for the month, and I have been enjoying wearing this one. This is from the house of Xerjoff, and this is Xerjoff's Erba Gold, you all. Erba Gold is one that I've been playing in for a while now, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more later because guess what? Spoiler alert, it is on this list. So fragrance of the day, you all, is from, again, Xerjoff, and this is Erba Gold. And now let's get into these top 5 fragrances for the month of May. In the number 5 spot, yes, the number 5 spot, we're gonna go ahead and run it right back, and that is the fragrance of the day, and that is Xerjoff's Erba Gold, you all. So Erba Gold, this is a fragrance. I'm gonna get into the notes because when this one came out, it was a very big deal because it was very hard to get at one point because it was an exclusive, then it became available to everyone, and I definitely got my hands on it during that time. So it has notes of Amalfi lemon, there's Calabrian bergamot, there's Brazilian orange in here, and ginger. Then we have green apple, melon, pear, we have cloves, we have Guatemalan cardamom, we have Madagascar cinnamon, then we have base notes of musk, amber, Madagascar vanilla, and woodsy notes. So the main thing about this fragrance is most people are gonna be like, wait a minute, isn't that fragrance like Erba Pura? It is a cousin, it's a flanker to it to be exact, but let's talk about Erba Gold in particular. This made the number 5 spot because I finally was ready to really dive into this scent a little bit more because this scent was peculiar to me, and I'm explaining why. Because based on the notes, you're like, okay, I'm hearing a whole bunch of fruits and lemons, Calabrian, this, melon, and all that, right? However, pay attention to the fact that there are a lot of spices in this fragrance. In particular, there's clove in here, cardamom, and cinnamon, right? So that is what gives this fragrance a little bit of an interesting mix, in my opinion. And in particular for the month of May, we've been having warmer days, but cooler evenings. And I find myself wanting to wear this scent more so in those evenings. And I'm like, interesting. It's like the mix of the warm, cool air that's happening, and it's because of the blend of this fragrance. Like even smelling this now, I get the melon and the pear in the top, but in the dry down, and of course I'm wearing it too, as it has been on my skin during the day and I've been wearing it, I get more of the spicy notes. I get the cardamom and the cinnamon. So for me, I'm like, oh, I'm enjoying this one because it's good as a transition scent. That's like the best way to put that. Transitioning meaning we're going from one season to another. The weather's kind of like mixed. Some days it's hot, some days it's cold. All that. It is a good transitional scent. It's very versatile. So for that reason, Erba Gold made the number 5 spot because I finally figured this scent out in this month. So super excited about that. And again, the number 5 spot goes to Xerjoff's Erba Gold. In the number 4 spot, this is a fragrance that has truly had a redemption story, kind of somewhat in my collection. I never really hated it, but at the same time, I couldn't fully love it because it has one major character flaw, and that is the longevity. And if you know, then you know. This fragrance in the number 4 spot goes to Goldfield and Banks. While Goldfield and Banks' Sunset Hour is in the number 4 spot. This scent, I finally enjoyed it. And I talked about it in a previous video this month, and I said what it is I was so focused on trying to lock into the peach note that I locked more so into the raspberry for a change. And the raspberry note, I'm in love with raspberry right now. That is what makes this fragrance. It's not the peach note, it's the raspberry note for me. And I started to enjoy it even more than I previously did when I got it a year ago. But let me give you a refresher on the notes. So we have mandarin in here, we have desert peach, we have raspberry, jasmine sandbag, ginger, we have pink pepper, sandalwood, cashmere wood, and benzoin. This is a juicy cocktail with a slightly woodsy base in here. And I enjoy that. Like, it's not too sweet, but it's also not too woody at the same time. It's kind of like refreshing. It's definitely giving me happy hour refreshing. So I do agree with the name of Sunset Hour because happy hour, the sun is starting to go down. Like, it makes sense to me. It makes sense. But for me, like I said, it became a favorite because I finally understood it. And for me, like I said, the raspberry note is what started to shine through. And I just enjoyed this scent. And I've had this fragrance for over a year, and in my opinion, it has started to wear a little bit better. It's still not the longest lasting fragrance in my collection, but I'm finally starting to appreciate this scent for what it is, and it does bring me joy. And it's like, okay, you know what? You can respray that fragrance. It's not like you don't have a million others. There's no need to conserve your juice. Go ahead and apply it, put it on, wear it, bathe in it, do what you need to do. And I'm finally willing to do that. So Sunset Hour from Goldfield and Banks, I do enjoy you. I do enjoy you. And for that reason, you made the number 4 spot for the month. In the number 3 spot, this is one I'm excited because the weather is finally starting to be what this fragrance was designed for, in my opinion. And this is from Navitus Parfums. And this is the latest creation from Gabby Loves Parfums. I know she did other fragrances, but we're talking about Melon Kiss. Because you all know, I purchased Melon Kiss back when it first came out. I purchased it the day it went live, and I'm so glad I did because it sold out quickly. I know it has since restocked, but you know, ain't nothing like catching an initial launch or something. It's kind of fun. And normally I'm late and don't catch initial launches, but I didn't make that mistake this time, and I'm glad I didn't. But let's talk about the notes of Melon Kiss. So you have top notes of bergamot, middle notes of honeydew melon, coconut milk, and then we have base notes of creamed honey and Madagascar vanilla. This is the melon scent I've been wanting because, in my opinion, we really haven't gotten a melon fragrance. Like, most people don't do melon. We'll get like mango, we'll get peach, but we don't get melon. It's very rare. So for me, this one is a novelty purchase, in my opinion, meaning like the collector in me was like, ooh, I would like a melon scent in my collection. And I'm glad I did because the melon, the cantaloupe honeydew, I'm getting all of that, but along with the honey and the creaminess in here, it works. And in my opinion, this fragrance was made for warmer weather, and now that it's May, it is definitely warmer weather now. The pool is open, and this is a scent I found myself starting to reach for more because, again, it started to get warmer than, of course, when it first released. It was still kind of cool some nights when it first came out, but now it's her season, and for me, I was like, yes, I was excited to pull for and reach for this scent. So that's where I had to put in Navitus Parfums Melon Kiss. She is good, and I'll be definitely speaking more about her for summer, definitely upcoming videos, because it's finally her time to shine, in my opinion. But we went ahead and kicked that off in May, and she has the number 3 spot. So that again is Navitus Parfums Melon Kiss. In the number 2 spot, yes, the number 2 spot. This is one I found myself thinking, I'm really enjoying this. I found myself reaching for it, and I'm enjoying this one. It's made some weekly roundups and everything. And this is from the house of Roja Parfums, you all. And this is Roja Parfums Elysium Femme. This was their spring release for 2024. So she's still fairly new, and I have enjoyed her for May. She's been peak May vibes, in my opinion, because when I think of the month of May, I think of graduation, I think of Mother's Day, I think of end of school year, depending on where you are, which here in the South, yeah, school's basically over come Memorial Day weekend. So for me, it just smells like all the feel good time vibes. It smells like Mother's Day. It smells like brunch. It just smells like all of those sunny sundress type of events or things you might dress up for a little bit. So you want to smell more feminine, more dainty, and this was the fragrance for that, in my opinion. So let's get into the notes for Roja Parfums. This is Elysium Femme. It has key notes of mandarin, peach, peony. We have violet and musk. There's also like blackberry in here, y'all. There's freesia, lily of the valley. We got santal woods. We got musk, vanilla. There's so much in here. One thing about Roja I gotta give credit on, this is very well blended. This is still a perfume, but it's a fruity perfume. It's floral, and there's a freshness to this scent. That's why I say, in my opinion, it smells like all of the May events, and for their reason, because I was in that mood. I found myself reaching for Elysium, y'all. Like, she was definitely the more dressier fragrance for the month. She was definitely that, but still fruity, because I'm noticing a trend here that I'm loving the fruits for the month of May. It's about to be a fruity summer too, spoiler alert. I'm really in a fruity mode, but alas, we kicked that off in May, and I had to put on here for when I'm feeling more dressier, in my opinion, Elysium Femme, y'all, from Roja. And she makes the number 2 spot. And then there is the number 1 spot. And I'm so shocked that this is the number 1 spot. But if I did not give it this spot, it would not be right. And you want to talk about a scent that truly won me over. A scent that got upgraded. A scent I tried not to like. Yeah, all the feels, all the feels. It's been an emotional roller coaster with this one, y'all. But the number 1 spot goes to this beauty right here from Jusbox Parfums. And this is the infamous, notorious, and very hard to get right now. I don't know what's up with that. This is Jusbox's Carioca Heart. She's number 1. I know y'all like, wait a minute, since when did you get a bottle? I know. We'll talk about that in the haul. I know, but yes, Jusbox Carioca Heart happened. The full bottle happened. It is here. As you all know, this thing has been a journey. I first smelled it when I was in Philadelphia back in February, and I told y'all, I was like, It's cute, but it was so cold there. It was literally like 30 degrees. It had even snow while we were there. And I just knew it wasn't the mood for it. And I was like, okay, I'll revisit it. And I told you I would revisit it. And then recently I did the updated review on it after I got a sample of it so I could really test it out, especially now that it's warmer, now that it's spring going into summertime, right? Yeah, that sample won me over. Before I even finished it, the bottle was on the way. And the fact that I was already wearing the sample and I've also been wearing the fragrance, and y'all, this is why I know this was my favorite scent. I found myself having to talk myself out of wearing this scent. I had to make myself wear other scents because I would be like, oh, you gotta wear Carioca Heart. You gotta wear Carioca Heart. But it's like, no, maybe I need to wear something else. Maybe I want to play in a sample or something else today. Like I had to literally talk myself down. So she was definitely that girl. So shout out to her, she was the one that was addictive for the month. And definitely if you reach addictive status that I'm craving you, you're definitely number one. You're my favorite. So, oh, by the way, I didn't even get into the notes. So for Jusbox's Carioca Heart, you all, we have top notes of lemon, we have pineapple, mango, we have heart notes of peony, rum, and sandalwood. And then we have bottom notes, we have vanilla, we have labdanum, and then we have ambroxan in here too. This is a good time for summer. What I like about this scent, y'all, is the fact that yes, it's fruity and all of that, but it's not too loud. Like this is a scent that does just enough. And especially as we're about to head into this real summer down here, ask about the southern summers if you don't know, it gets really hot and humid. Sticky. This is a scent that won't overwhelm me. This is a scent I think I still will want to wear even on a very hot day, especially come like late July. The lemon in here and the rum is what like brightens this scent up for me. I'm enjoying it. The juiciness of that pineapple and that mango, I get it. I get it. So those are like the main notes for me. And this is a scent that I really was like trying not to like, because I'm like, wait a minute, is it a matter of it's hard to get right now? But then I was like, no, you smelled it before. So no, I smelled it before all the hype happened. Okay, no, it's actually good. It actually is good. It's actually good. And I did say that I said, you know what, I might have to revisit it when it's warmer. And I'm glad I did, because smelling it in cold weather, I was like, then it got warm and I smelled it in the warm weather. It's a love. It's a love. This is a wind. I'm obsessed. I know we talk about that word here in the fragrance community, but no, I'm actually obsessed with this one. So I'm shocked. I'm really shocked because it's very rare that it happens, especially over something that's normally hyped. I don't know. I like it. I really like it. I love it. I like it. I love it. All the above, all the L's. I'm here for it. So the number one spot again goes to Jusbox's Carioca Heart. I will continue to wear her and play in her so I can do her dedicated review, because you know every fragrance gets a dedicated review, at least when I can. So all right everyone, those are my top 5 fragrances for the month of May. Let me know what you think. Also, what were your top 5? Drop them in the comments below, because I definitely want to read them and see, is there some trends, there's some patterns. Also, what are we looking forward to wearing in June? Because June is like, okay, it's summer, so what are we thinking about wearing? Where are we headed? What's going to be the vibe? Are we loving fruity scents? Are we loving solar scents, sunscreen, coconut? What we doing? Let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely read them and respond when I can. But until next time, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.